Ready to Love Season 3, Episode 9, Denise and Kalfani's Date. I want to break it down to you. This is the part 2 video of Kalfani and Denice for this week. So get your pen and paper, girls, because we going to learn some lessons. And I want you guys to write down a few things. There's one thing about me. My father taught me how to break things down. When they say this is what they mean. So go ahead, grab your pen and paper, and let's get it, girl. And Kalfani's Date. Men are calculated. My single girls that's dating for marriage, I am wearing my black girl magic shirt for Denise, okay? Men, ladies, you need to understand, men are calculated. And for those of you who come over here crying and screaming, women this, women, we're talking about men. We want to understand men. I have something coming on, a whole book on men, okay? I think I'm going to ask my dad to help me, my father in the faith, to help me to write it, okay? We have to understand men, ladies, because if we don't, we gonna mess up, okay? I'm going to do another video, maybe later, of my crazy Denise moment. I was 19 years old, and I had one of them crazy Denise moments. And my college sweetheart, that was it. He was done with me, okay? Because I had a crazy moment. And we need to understand, ladies, that the men, they have a picture in their mind, okay? They want a specific type of woman to fit in their world. It does not mean that women also don't want a man to fit in their world, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what men want and what men are looking for, okay? So please be sure to subscribe. Thank you for your love and support watching all my videos. Thank you for buying my books. I appreciate it, girl. I love you. Remember, if you pick up 2 books, I will send you my new book, Not Wasting Time with Boyfriends If You Want to Be a Wife, Girlfriend. That is not the title. The title is 4 words. But I don't want to give it out because it's real catchy. It's real catchy. So, but it's about not wasting time with being a girlfriend. Okay, so the Naked Wife 2 and 3 Types of Guys. You buy both of these. You email me the receipt, and I will give you the other book for free when it comes out. Still didn't get my book cover yet from my designer. I'm about to email her once I get off this because I was supposed to get it on Friday, and today is Monday. Oops. Okay. So, thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for buying my books. Be sure to please subscribe to my other channel, Study the Bible in 1 Year. Please, please, please look that channel. I need another 200 and something more people over there. Hopefully I get it by the end of the year. If not, it looks like I'm going to have to start from scratch, and I really don't want to do that, okay? So be sure to check that other channel out for me. Study the Bible in 1 Year. Subscribe, leave a message, and I will comment back. New segment coming up. Girl, what you think? Okay, a lot of people email me about the what T.I. said about his daughter, thought hours. Love it. I'm going to be doing a video on that, so look out for that. So girl, thank you for your love and your support. So Kalfani and Denice's date. Write this down, girls. This is one of the things my dad taught me. Men are calculated, okay? Men are calculated, ladies, and women, we need to also be calculated. We mess up and we choose wrong because we are not calculated. 23 types of guys you might meet on social media. You need this book. For you ladies that's dating for marriage, I need you to look up this book on Amazon. Okay, 23 types. I think I have over about 300 guys listed there. And I need you to pick up the book. Men are calculated. Women are emotional. Men are 75. These are the numbers I'm using as an example. I don't know for a fact. Men are 75% calculated, masculine, and 25% emotional. And so what a lot of men need to do is to tap in their emotional part. Okay, this is why they need us, because we help them to tap in their emotions. Women are 75% emotional, 25% calculated. When it comes to men and dating, we do not tap into that calculation part. We go in with all emotions, and that's how we get in trouble, because we don't tap into calculated. Because we even though we're feminine women, we also have some masculinity in us. That's that calculation part that we need to tap in, that we don't tap in, and that's why we get in trouble. Okay, and so men are very calculated. Women need to tap into it. That's why we need fathers, ladies. We need our daddies to teach us how to tap into calculation. And when we're talking to a man, we need to listen. I know there's a lot of people comment on some of these videos. Y'all don't listen because y'all come over here yelling and screaming about women, this, women, that. This is not about women. Read the title of the video, okay? Men are calculated. I know somebody's going to say, well, women are calculated too, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how men are calculated and how they calculate us to see if we fit in their world. And how we also need to tap into our calculation and see if they fit in our world. And a lot of women, you don't tap into your calculation. And this is why a lot of women end up being naked wives, because you go in with all emotions and no calculation. That's why some of y'all were mad with Naya and want to give KG Smooth a second chance. No! Calculate what he said. Okay, I'm going to do a separate video on that. Okay? So Denice and Kalfani. I love this show. I love it. I love this show. One of the things my dad taught me is, as women, we need to listen. We don't listen. Okay, because if we listen carefully, the man will tell you everything he says and does. Okay, so with Kalfani and Denice, loved it, loved the massage, and he said the less you have on, the better. Honey, she showed up in a piece of bathing suit. I'm telling you. Denice's body is to live for. I think I'm going to do a video on that. Is to live for, okay? I think I'm going to do that and learn with the calculation how we can, we have to learn. We got to exercise that calculation muscles, ladies. We don't, okay? Because we're so emotional, okay? Very emotional. That we're all emotions and no calculations, okay? So he said Tommy wanted them to spend time with his second favorite person. I'm making the assumption he didn't tell Denice that, because Denice was giggling from ear to ear, and Adriana, I'm here, move to the right. And you don't know your number two, girl. You don't even know. He said, while he was rubbing on her, he said, another part of intimacy is doing those little things. Yes, my dad told me, my husband, that. He told me, he said, whatever you did to get his attention, you need to keep doing it while you're married. A lot of couples, they make this mistake of not continuing to do what they did to get each other's attention. Not dating, not taking them out, not sending flowers, not cards, not writing notes. Ladies, not dressing up. Watch my video about men are visual. You need to look cute, smell good. Fix your hair, girl. If you have the hairstyle, if you have that one hairstyle you wear all the time, change it up. Y'all see how every day my hair is different, but I like to play in my hair, okay? But some people, I'm looking for a pen. Perfect example. Girl, one day I was not feeling well, and I just want to lay in bed, and you know what I did? I put some red lipstick on, put a bow in my hair just like that, and lay in bed all day. My little boy, oh, he was on me. Oh, mommy, your lips, I just love your lips. They're so pretty. He was like 4 or 5, he might have been 5. A 5-year-old recognized, oh, she's so pretty, there's something different. Girl, I was walking around in my bathrobe all day because I just didn't feel like getting up. Okay, and but I had a bowl of flour. I had a flower right here, girl. Put the flour in there, okay? And some red lipstick, honey. And because I remember what my dad said. You have to try to keep yourself together. Not that some days you don't have it. Like yesterday, I laid in the bed all day because I just was not feeling well. I think vertigo was trying to set in, and I just laid in the bed on the couch all day, just relax, and so I love what he said about doing those little things. And a lot of couples get married and they forget to do those little things. And my dad, my dad told both me and my husband that you got to keep it up. And so my husband sends me flowers. I get flowers. My husband travels a lot, so I get flowers at least once a month, okay? And so whenever he sends the flowers at the job, because ain't nobody home to get the flowers, the girls, oh, Mike's out of town again. Mike's traveling again. But even now, we've been home. My husband's been home since February because of the COVID. I still get my flowers. Y'all saw my flowers. I was here over Thanksgiving break. He still sends me flowers. I still get flowers. Cards. Oh my God. My husband gives me the best cards. I don't know. It seemed like he has somebody making these cards, because when I go to buy cards, I don't get those cards, but I like to write my cards because I'm a writer. Little things he does for me. He cooks for me. Okay. I love that. I love a man that could cook, and I cook for him. Okay. I have my favorite that he loves, the curry chicken and my island pork chop. He loves it. I make special things. Even for the kids, you have to do little things to make them, know that they're special. This pen, this is a pen I bought for my daughter at Family Dollar for $1. She loves it. Okay. It's pink. My daughter loves pink. I wish she had it over there because she's going to be coming here to sit when I'm done. So you have to do those little things. He's absolutely right. He said you do those little things to show you care. And he said the date was dope, and he didn't want the date to end. Okay. He says now we're done with fun part, and it's time to get a little bit more serious. So they want to have fun with you, but they also want to get down to the nitty-gritty and get serious with you. Okay, ladies? He said Tommy gave homework to dig deep. A lot of us ladies, a lot of you ladies, this is why you need my mentorship program and my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. It's very surface level, and that's what that dating the husband list is. That's going to be one of my lessons. Date the husband list, how to get your husband list down from 100 to 10. Okay, with both negotiables and non-negotiables, because you really have to think it through. It's not something you just rush. You really sit and think about what is it you need. Do you know how long it took me to get my list down to 10, that I know that these are the things I want, and that's both negotiables and non-negotiables, because ain't nobody perfect. Some of us have some stuff, you got to negotiate, okay? He says to dig deep and be vulnerable. Okay, so when you're vulnerable with someone, you're really getting down to the nitty-gritty and, telling us your deepest, darkest secret. He asked her, Kyle asked her, he said, when was the last time you felt most vulnerable and loves? Denise looked at him. Oh my God. I love who she is with him. Make sure you watch my other video. I love who Denise is. She smiles, and she changes her voice. Did y'all hear that? I bet y'all didn't hear that. That's something, ladies. Ladies need to learn to be soft and speak in a soft, pretty, sexy tone. And she smiles. She looks at him, and she changed her voice, and she said, that's a good question. And she said, 2001. And Kyle said, that's a minute ago. Whoa, 19 years. And she was like, isn't that something? Do you see how she was talking real soft, very feminine, very ladylike? And he said, well, tell me about it. What is it why has it been such a big gap and a stretch? She says something that's powerful that, Denise, I want to believe you, but I don't see it. Okay. She says, I wasn't feeling good about myself. How many of y'all know if you are not feeling good about yourself, somebody else can't feel good about you? And so you need to take that time today. I had to take some time up until I was 28. But my thing was, you know what? I'm not meeting the type of man I wanted. And so I just kind of stopped dating and focused on my first book. But she said I wasn't feeling good about myself, so I needed time to find me and realize my worth. And see, when you take the time, ladies, is going to be one of my mentorship classes. Take the time to find yourself. Who are you? Do you even know who you are? This is why you ladies need this book, In Christ I Am. This is my daughter on it. If you don't know who you are, you need to know what God said about you. Who we are is in the Bible. Okay, God tells us who we are in this Bible. And so what I did was I went in there and got some of the stuff of who he said we are. Because she says I needed time to realize my worth. The Apostle Paul says, walk worthy of your calling. Okay, so how many of you know, for those of us who are in Christ, that we are worthy? You need to walk worthy, ladies. And so for my single girls that's dating for marriage, a lot of you will settle for less than because you don't know you're worthy. I knew I was worthy. I knew I was worthy to be loved, worthy to be provided for, worthy to be protected, worthy to be professed his love to, worthy to be married, worthy to be adored. I am not the girl you lay with. I am not the girl you sleep with. I'm not the girl you shack up with. I'm not the girl that's going to split bills with you. I'm not the thought. I'm not the hoe. I'm not the slut. I'm going to hit that. I'm not that girl. I am worthy according to God's word. I am an ambassador of Christ. I am the righteousness of Christ. That is who I am. I am not a hoe that needs to have a hoe face. I am a wife. My dad taught me that. He says you are a wife. Okay, you are a wife. You're not a hoe. You're not somebody to slay with and make babies with and shack up. That's not who I am. I am a wife. And ladies, that's going to be in one of my classes from my mentorship group, is letting you understand that if you want to be married, you are a wife. My dad said, you're not a wife when you stand at the altar and take the vows and sign the paper, but you are a wife now. So if you are a wife today, you need to act like one, dress like one, talk like one, carry yourself like one, date like one. Okay, he ain't got no papers on you. Why you opening up your legs? Okay. And so she said to know that I realize that I'm worthy. How many of you ladies need to realize that you are worthy? How long you've been shacking up? In my new book, girl, 15 years, 20 years, 40 years. How do you shack up with a man for 40 years and for 40 years you're still waiting for him to marry you? You don't know your worth. And so I thought it was powerful what Denise said. She said, I needed to find me. When we think about, oh my God, this is powerful. In one of my lessons in my mentorship is, who are you? Where are you, Adam? When God came in the cool of the day, the Bible says that God would meet with Adam in the cool of the day. So you know what that means, ladies? God want to meet with us every day. And when God came to meet with Adam, Adam was not in his place, y'all. He was not at the place where God would meet with him. And so God called Adam, where are you? Jesus. It is powerful. You hear me? He said, Adam, where are you? How many of you know that God is omnipotent? He's omniscient. He's everywhere and he's all knowing. So for him to ask Adam, where are you? It's an oxymoron because God knew where Adam was. But God wanted Adam to realize he was not in the place he was supposed to be. Notice God says Adam. In other words, God is calling the gifts and the calling that he placed in Adam. Adam, where are you? And so a lot of you, my single sisters, you don't know where are you? Okay, you've been shacking up. You don't have 10 babies for this man, girl. Where are you? Who are you? Do you know your worth? Huh? Let me tell you, my mentorship program is not about pretty dresses and pretty shoes and all of that. Baby, we need to get down to the nitty gritty, because a lot of us is getting married over mess. And then you get married, you choose the wrong man. Where's the book? You choose the wrong husband, and then your marriage is a mess, and then you're the naked wife, and then by the time you're 50, waste your whole life with a fool. You realize who you are. I love this show. I Ready to Love. I love this show because you really see where people are. Let me move on. In the voiceover, 19 years is a long time, and I think it helps him understand me more and why I have so much love to give. But Denise, we didn't see that, dear. You didn't show us that. You show us aggressive. You show us hurt. You show us manly. You showed us jealousy. You showed us insecure. So if you have all this love to give, you need to show us that love. You need to give that love, not the jealousy and the insecurity. And so for my single sisters that's dating for marriage, you can say as much as you want to say, baby, but your actions are saying something else. You want to be married, but you're running around being a hoe, sleeping around with every man you meet, but you want to be married, not realizing that they're blocking your blessing. Hallelujah. She said it's been bottled up in there trying to get out. Denise, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. You wasn't showing us the love. And ladies, you talk about I'm soft and kind, I'm gracious. You need to show it. You need to be that person all the time. Okay? Ooh, this is powerful. So Denise's question is, what are you looking for in a partner and mother figure for your and mother figure? Kalfani says, definitely looking for a mother figure for my daughter. Excuse me, a mother figure. So that means I want a woman who can be a mother for my daughter, who she can use as an example to be a woman and a mom. And so that's what I need. So he's thinking now, she don't show me crazy, insecure, and jealousy. Do I want that for my daughter? You single mamas with these kids, when you're choosing these men, you're choosing a revolving door criminal. Can't even stay out of jail. But you're making babies with him. You're getting with him. Are you not thinking, is this the example that I want for my children, especially for my son? Is this the example of a man I want for my daughter? That was huge for me. I needed a man who could be a father figure for my daughter. And that's why my dad said, Janice, you have to date somebody who's older, because you don't want a man the same age as you, because you and Lexi look just like sisters. Y'all see my daughter? Y'all see? Let me get the picture, girl. Let me get it. This is my Lexi. I hate this. The top of the, I hate it, y'all. It took everything in me to let her wear that dress, but she loved it, okay? I can't. The light is, can y'all see her? Okay. I'll put her picture up in the comment section. And of course, this is my little boy. This is my little guy, Michael, the next president. I had her when I was 16. We look alike. We look like sisters. When we go do her physical, my doctor said if it was not for the name, she would not know based on her blood work and everything else. She said, Janice, if it wasn't for the name, I could not tell the difference between your blood work and Alexia's blood work. That's how alike we are. And we're not even a generation apart. A generation is 20 years. And so my dad says, you don't want a man that's going to look at her and try to lay with her. You want a man that can be a father figure to her. So you have to date older. Okay, until I got it, girl. I got it. I'm so glad I did, girl. So glad I did, okay? So when she said, I'm looking for a father figure, he's thinking about when Denise is crazy, aggressive, and manly, okay? He said, mother figure for my daughter. She never had that. Her mother hasn't been in the picture since she was 1, and she's 12 now. It's gonna be hard. He should have had found him a wife for 12 years old. Too late. Cause now you coming in trying to take over my daddy. Okay. He says, I'm looking for someone that's dependable and a great communicator. Denise says, yes. Like church. Yes. Yes. Yeah, dependable, great communicator, trying to understand me, not going through the motions, but understand me, my kids, and the dynamics that it takes to make a relationship successful. What did he say? I'm looking for somebody who understands me. You understand me, my kids. You understand my life. You understand what I do. You understand. My husband travels for business. And, he said, I can't just marry any woman. I am secure in my husband. Okay, and he understands me. Okay, when I say so, he said, you're not gonna do that. He knows me, okay? And so men are looking for someone specific. Watch that video about what my husband was looking for. Look for it, please. They want to say, this is my life, and I want to bring somebody in who can fit in. You just gonna come in and keep going. My dad said, ladies, you set the beat that you want the men to walk to. Okay. Then he says, let me say this. That means, ladies, shut your mouth and listen. Shut your mouth. My dad, he says, I'm telling you, my ears, I can hear my dad talking to me now. When he says, Kalfani says, let me say this. In other words, everything I just said, put that to the side. The next thing I'm about to say is the determining factor. It's what I'm going to use to make a decision about you. Come on, somebody. Let me say this. Listen. Ding, ding, ding. Listen. Perk your ears up. Sit up straight. What concerns me about you. In other words, he's calculating it. Okay, calculating, girl. You're gonna need that calculation class. Okay. What concerns me, in other words, I'm calculating everything I know about you. I'm weighing you. I'm thinking about you. He says, my biggest fear with you is being untrusting of me and being insecure of me because of my work. Translation. You gonna F up how I take care of my family and my kids. And is it worth you? Do I have you and you F up, excuse the language, what I got going on to take care of me and my kids? Or do I let you go and find somebody else who understand the dynamic that make me me? That's what he's saying. He's weighing it. Okay. In other words, Kalfani is going to be in the gym. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yes, baby. Come on, honey. Work it. You can do it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Lift your legs. Lift your legs. 1, 2, 3. Denise is going to come. Kick the door. Pow! Push Kalfani other. What you doing to my man, girl? You trying to work my man over? You trying to work? That's what he's thinking about. He's thinking about, wait a minute. I work with all women. I exercise with all these women. How is she going to act around these women? Okay. Think about the Bible. In the Bible, the kings didn't marry you because you're pretty. You had to be pretty, but it's because, I need a treaty with your daddy. I need to have peace between my nation and your nation. Your daddy's nation, so I'm gonna marry you so I can have peace. Our nations can have. They don't marry you just to marry. They calculate you to see if you fit in. And they weigh it and they calculate and they're thinking and they're weighing. She crazy. I like her, but she's crazy. Do I keep crazy and mess up my business over here that I'm providing for me and my kids? Or do I let her go and find somebody else who can better fit in? Sometimes y'all don't fit in, ladies. Okay, told you. My husband's looking for. And my husband travel. He meets some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful black woman. And I'm like, I'm just very natural. Put a lulu. But I fit into his life. Do you understand? I fit in. Oh, she's good. She's a good mom. I want somebody who can be a good mother. Oh, she's smart. Ooh, I need somebody that's. Ooh, I love a sexy woman. Ooh, she's sexy. Okay, my husband told me. He said, babe, please. No crazy colors with your hair, okay? Because my husband's a businessman, okay? You can't show up at the dinners and the events with the orange hair. Okay, my husband very free with me with do whatever. You want to cut your hair, cut it. Don't cut it all off. That's two things he said about my hair. You don't cut it all off, and please watch the crazy colors, okay? So you know what he did? He found somebody who kept it pretty and natural, okay? Denise cuts him off. Don't. When a man, ladies, is talking to you and pouring out his heart to you, let him talk. Shut your mouth. Learn to shut it. Let him talk, because he's pouring his heart out to you, and you can learn a lot by him pouring his heart out to you. And then she asks, is that just with me, or is that with all women? So now she's trying to see, well, let me see how I measure up. Do you feel this way about me, just about me, or are you with all women? He says, I'm saying with you. My concern with you. And he says, just because some of the things we've experienced since we've been here. She looks at the camera. She became very uncomfortable. She shifts in her seat, and it looked like she wanted to go up, cuss him out. She looks down. She cringes to the cringe. You could see right here, because I'm very observant. I learned that from my dad, my father in the faith. Very observant. Men are very observant. Okay, they knows everything. She cringes her jaw, and she kept shifting. Why? Because it made her uncomfortable. Right there, she realized, I've lost him. He's gone. He's gone. Gone. Bye-bye. He's gone. I'll do another video, ladies, about how, because of who we are, when we mess up, and we need to work on some of those things. Okay? Y'all just love me as I am. This is the same thing with Tandy and Mario and Reva. See, Tandy's the girl you take to the cookout, the neighborhood cookout, but you take Reva to the White House to have dinner with Michelle and Obama, Michelle and Barack. There's a difference, okay? I know some of y'all didn't like that, but it's the truth. You need to realize that. You don't fit in everywhere. And it's because of some of the things we need to work through that we have not worked through, that continues to creep back up in our. You know what my dad said? Life is full of tests. And until you pass that test, you're going to repeat it. You're going to repeat. That's one of the reasons I stopped dating, because I was like, child, I'm not trying to get messed up with these men, honey. I want my husband. So to get my husband, I'm done with. Okay. Life is full of tests, and Denise continues to get tested in that same area, because why? She has not conquered that part of her. We love who she is. She's feminine and girly when she's with him. She melts. You need to be that person all the time. Okay? Kalfani said, I haven't been seeing that as a recent, but, you know my daddy said, whatever he said before the but, take it out. Cancels it. What matters is after the but, in his voiceover. Okay, no, this is not the voiceover. He says, I haven't seen that of recent, but Take out what he said before the but. It put slight seeds of doubt in the back of my mind. So in the back of his mind, he has doubts about Denise. He's calculating it. He's calculating. In his voiceover, he says, Denise voiceover said his question about jealousy. Well, hello, there are feelings here. Yeah, we're emotional. You need to control your emotions. Ladies, don't let it rule you. Because when you don't have rule and control over your emotions, it will ruin your life. Hello. 80%, I think I heard the new number, 80% of black kids live in a single mother's home. I bet you if a lot more of us was calculating, there wouldn't be no 80%. Okay, we overlook one. But you struggle with one, and you went back, and you went, and all these women talk about my 5 babies, all their daddies is a bum. One bum, we excuse one bum girl, but 3, 4 bums? So ladies, stop with the excuses. Then she says, and certain things sometimes are beyond my control. Wrong, ladies. Get control of your emotions. Just like the men need to get control of their ding-a-ling. Talk about that's a mistake. I cheated, it's a mistake. Unless the ding-a-ling fell out the pants, roll, find the girl, and go inside the pretty kitty. It's not a mistake. That was intentional and deliberate. So ladies, never make excuses. What she should have done, she should have taken responsibility and say, you're right. I really need to work on that, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, I would never disrespect you. I'm not here to disrespect anyone. And he says, it's a trigger. It's a trigger for me because I've been there. It has happened before. Denise says, well, would you communicate that? He said, I did communicate it with you. And then she says, because I want more massages. He looks at her like, did she hear what I said? Because she knows she's joking. I'm talking about something serious and now you're joking? He looked at her like, and then she give him that, because I want more massages. You know that stank face you give? You're trying to make it come off as a smile, but it's a stank face. And the look is like, did this girl hear me? Okay. Kalfani voiceover he says, I guess it still bothers me. In other words, he don't have peace about you. And men, they have to have the peace, honey. Okay. It still bothers me. It happened once, twice, it will happen again. Calculating. He's calculating it. And Denise says to him, I have so much love to give. And every day we are working to be better and better. She still didn't take responsibility and say, you know what? That is something I need to work. And I'm telling you, I want all the girls to get met. All of them. Because you know what? God intended for us ladies to love, be loved, provided for, and profess to and adore. That was God's intention. But how many of you know, sometimes ladies, we can cause the stuff not to go the way it's supposed to go. Okay? We can mess up, but we all have things to work on. We can work. We need to know where we are, and these are the things that's bothering us, and we need to work on it. And a lot of us is trying to date over mess and get married over mess. And it pops up every time until you get control over it and you put your foot on it. The Bible, put your foot on it, just like that. Okay, put your foot on the neck of that thing, because that thing will continue to pop up all at the wrong time and go off. Denise wanted to go off, and Kalfani said what he said. He wanted to go off, and we just gotta get control. Okay, we have men are calculated. He's calculating it. And that's what we need to do too, ladies. When you're vetting the men, pick up my book on Amazon. You need this book. You hear me? Go over to Amazon, pick it up. We're emotional. That's how God made us. But we're ruled by our emotions. And what we need to do is that's our giant. Our emotion is our giant. That's our Goliath. And we need to control it. This is why we need both a mother and a father. Okay, because the father balances out us. He balances it out. Okay, with the woman, and a lot of women that's raised by single moms comes out masculine. You would think they would come out feminine. They don't. They come out extremely masculine. Okay, so please be sure to run over to Amazon, pick this book up. I know this video is long, but I'm telling you, men are calculated. Okay, and the naked wife. I love you. In Christ I am. You don't know who you are, baby. You need this book. It tells you about who your identity in Christ. I love you, girl. I got to go. I will see you later, babe. See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. Bye.